Hey y'all, it's I don't know, about almost 9 p.m. Monday. My first day of classes. You can probably tell from my voice I've had a nice siesta because I'm exhausted, of course. I'm still trying to get over my jet lag, but I'm here in my room at my Airbnb, and I've just been meditating and reflecting on the day. I always take some time to reflect whenever I teach. It doesn't matter how big, how small the lesson is that I teach. I always take some time to reflect. And so I've been reflecting not only on my lesson today, which was such a huge success and super exciting, but it was and it was insightful for me and the students. They seem to be mesmerized and engaged, and I love that for me, and I love that for them. I love that for the school. But I started reflecting on what made me target, or what kind of created my focus for my Fulbright application. My Fulbright application specifically targeted Arab Israeli, Arab speaking students in Israel. Um, and the reason I wanted to do a couple of community engagement projects in the Arab speaking, Arab Israeli population is because I, um, sorry about that. Um, the reason I wanted to do community projects with the Arab speaking youth in the community is because when I was working as a elementary school paraeducator, I remember seeing so many, specifically Arab speaking and some French speaking, but specifically Arab speaking children who, a lot of them came into the United States with refugee status, and they had not a single word of understanding of the English language. And I remember this one particular first grader. He was terrified. He was terrified of every adult. He was terrified of every child who spoke English to him, anyone who was impatient with him. Um, and as much as I tried, I tried to make him feel welcome and warm. He was terrified because he didn't understand the language, and I don't think he trusted people who spoke English and who could not speak Arabic. And eventually, I recruited, unfortunately, another first grader who spoke Arabic to help me communicate with the student. And we eventually had such a great understanding with each other. And he understands some of my facial movements. He understood some of the words that I would repeat just to kind of drive word things home. But in my reflecting today, I think about what it means to be in a country where you don't know almost a single word of the language. And I'm in that place right now. And it's very ironic, I think, that I learned Hebrew, um, and I wanted to go into the Arab speaking community to help them learn English. So that I could better connect and maybe pick up their language so that I could bring it back to the United States, um, for students like the ones that I mentioned. And I end up in a place where I don't know any of the language. And I'm in the place where not only is Spanish spoken heavily, very little English is spoken. Um, but there's a second language that is sort of similar to Spanish, but more Celtic, and it's Galician. Happen to be working in the Galicia region. And so just reflecting on that student and my experience so far. I've only been here a few days and I've been out a few times, and just trying how happy I've been to find anyone who can understand me, anyone who can relate to what I'm trying to communicate. Um, it just drives home the reason why I actually applied for this Fulbright, even though I'm in a different country and I'm working with a completely different group of students, a completely different demographic. So I'm just using this long vlog, as kind of a dumping ground to get my reflections out about my first day in class and my first few days in Spain. And I want to remember this. I don't think I will forget because, again, this kind of was the focus of my application initially, but I just wanted to talk it out. So, thanks, y'all. Thanks for listening. And I'm going to get to some work. Um, have a good night.